Happy Halloween, everybody. It is October 31st, and I am at Spirit Halloween here in Midland, Michigan, where it all started this year. I am really excited to see what they got. Their IC's coming down, and we actually got some stuff from it. So I am really excited to see what they got. Here in the store, it is probably one day till Halloween, and we are met with the Crypt Countess. Alright, and we are met with the Madison Scare Park with Jack the Reaper. I remember this was the first place I went because this one always opens first in my area. Let's see how far he can track. Can you track this far? You can't track that far. Can you track this far? Nah. How far can he track? Alright. He's kind of working. And we have Night Owl. Already going, but he's broken. He doesn't work. And Trick or Treat Pete here. This subway is actually backwards. I remember when they opened, I was like, what the heck? It's backwards. And then here's the Sinister Straw Man. He was, like, wobbling at the other store. They didn't have him weighted down enough, I think. Very scary.
Not everyone who does gets to live to tell about it.
Definitely one of the classics of the year, even though he's just a reskin like everybody else. Here's Monkey Business. This one's hair looks perfect compared to some other ones. And then here is the Fire Demon. Oh, he's having an issue with his sensor, I think. Very scary. And look, they actually have a Lantern Keeper here, and this one's open. Yeah, it says he's only $183 right now. That's a great deal, and it is actually 20% off because the left shoulder piece is broken, but Zombie Tech Squad will fix that, as it says. So they're being pretty honest with you here, unlike some stores I've went to. There's a Jumping Spider. And probably our final look at the subway, even though it's backwards. Simon Hunts came with me at one point to this store, and he was like, what the heck? It's backwards. And they actually were halfway through, and they didn't want to reassemble it. Because if you've ever gotten an IC, you know how hard it is to reassemble. So they kind of just let it sit, they said, the way it was. So it's kind of weird. Everything's laid out a little weird here. Somebody was here. Oh, Backbend Bonnie was here, and they sold her. Acting like there's something there. And then these actually say something like Devil's something. I don't know what that says, but their name's Animatronics. Yeah, there's Nibbles Lurks. Of course, the first motion tracker from last year. Twisted Granny. Oh no, nothing's working. Oh no. The head doesn't work anymore. Fail. Oh boy, it's a fail, I think. And then here is Two-Faced Teddy. Replacing Headcase Harry. Bad replacement for Headcase Harry, but it is what it is. And then here is Valek behind a giant pole. Kind of inconvenient how this store was laid out, because if you wanted to put the whole ISE here, it kind of interfered. And actually, this reminds me a little of how open it is of that one store we visited recently, where it was like a huge store, like as big as this one, but it they like accidentally ordered the small setup. And Young-hee's here still. Young-hee, I would not expect to be here. Because they started ordering away this one a couple weeks ago. By far, one of the most interesting props of this year. And we got some Ghostface here. Light up Ghostface. That's that neon one. It's got the blue robe. If you watch Other Nate Guy's video, though, that thing is horrible. Like, the lights don't even work. There's the Devil Face, the pink Pepto-Bismol Ghostface for our diabetics out there. Here's the chrome Ghostface, the light up. That one color changes. And a glow-in-the-dark one. Aged, Devil Bling, normal. They used to have the 25th anniversary, but they don't got that one no more. Just a ton of normal Ghostface, too. There's some Michael Myers. I would get the mechanic jumpsuit and mask, though, because the official costume only has a half mask, and it just says Myers, which doesn't make sense. There's some capes here. If I was to get a cape for a costume, I would probably get the emerald green. Ooh, maybe I would get this, like, giant black one that's, like, way too big. And then there's just some hooded robes. And the Young-hee, or the Squid Game shirts here. We haven't looked at Harry Potter this year. Just some basic costumes, a tie. Oh, this is new. The Corpse Bride veil, in case you're being Emily. And that goes down pretty far, it looks like. And there's the crown. What is this? The Emily tights and sock. That doesn't make sense. I guess there's the skeleton leg. Doesn't look very good, though. There's 2 Corpse Bride Emilys this year. I think that one was the only one. That one's weird looking. And then the wig. I don't know, man. I wish that these female costumes, like Tiffany too, would start getting like masks instead of painting people's faces like this. This is just buy the mask. But the ladies' ones, there's really no option, so you just gotta have your face out, which just looks kind of unofficial to me. I don't know. Alright, Sam here. Sam remains, and Freddy. These masks are starting to get less deformed, but back in the day, they'd always be smashed up. But for $25, I thought it was $30. But that's definitely the best Freddy mask you can get for the price. Here's some Art the Clown. This mask is really cool. And you just need the hood, I think. No, it comes with the hood. Some FNAF stuff. Art the Clown lurks right there. Alright, let's go on the train. My local store was tearing this down already. Nobody in here. This would be Mutant Rat. No Electrical Man of Death. He's selling out everywhere, I think. Let's sit with the Scarecrow for probably the last time. There he is. There he is. And Grandma at least can look in. She's not doing anything, but you can see her. And there's the shaking floor, which works. And the phone. I'm sorry you can't hear it. Ooh, that's a little messed up. Somebody hung up hard. Somebody was really angry with the person they were calling. Let's look over here. I'm kind of just making this a one-all, end-all video. There's the little crypt keeper. This stuff's weird, like the cabin killer. That's cool. But it's kind of like, what the heck? My battery saver's on, so I gotta kind of be a little low-key here. That's from Harry Potter, I think. But we got some sidesteppers. Art the Clown, the newest one. He's cool as a new one, but he doesn't really feel like a normal sidestepper. Maybe it's because he like moves his arms, but this is like the usual sidestepper move. It just has that movement. But he's got his arms all out. And they got the Lydia. Pretty cool. She just plays a very copyrighted song. Oh, that's cool. They got the Bob guy. No, that's the original Bob, though. Alright, we got some grandmas here. This is the turnstile. You can actually buy this. And you actually swipe your card there. I wish they would have put something there, though. Like you got a discount or something. But that would probably be called malware by the FBI. Alright, but there's the groundbreaking worm. Trick or Treat Pete. He's actually huge. I have him in my yard. Groundbreaking Worm Abe Valek on clearance. There's a Ghostface inflatable. It's huge. Ringmaster, Headcase Harry. Some Crypt Countess. And Barnaby Bear. In addition to that Lantern Keeper over there. That was a great deal, by the way. Some Headcase Harrys. A Night Owl. Oh, here's some zombie babies. There's a Frank, Michael Myers. This is the Clobbering Claude. And the Gutsy Gwen. And then, oh, they got the yellow robe one. It's pretty cool. Oh, and then they just got one of this guy. Wow. There's that one. That's a huge prop. And then this thing's just kind of stupid. It's just like a mask for toddlers put on a hook. Here's some of these. They no longer have the Tomb of Lost Souls here. I think it's because they, I think they put a fitting room in. Anyway, there's the candy corn. He's not working though, so I'm not going to try the rest. Some inflatables here. These are great. The hearse is great, especially. Some bags of bones here. Oh, and then there's some skeletons. Lowe's had these for like $15 the other day, and I bought them up. There's some hanging props. I think I like this one the most. These make like noises, I think, which is cool. I don't see a button anywhere though, but they do make noise, I know that. Yeah, I think they have like a fitting room here, which is weird. Yeah, there's some carnival activators. This giant light up skeleton, or it's inflatable. I know it's like a pool floaty, so I love to see someone bring that to the beach, but it's still cool. There's a gargoyle skeleton, lots of these. These were at Five Below, I believe. Just a little cheaper looking. And we have the mask section to ourselves at the moment. Alright, there's some scarecrows. The Bull, classic. Evil Bear, Werewolf. I just bought the Werewolf animatronic at Lowe's. He was like $60. Big Nose, this is pretty much Super Mario right there. That's the closest you'll get. Old Man, that one. Guys, did you see that video of the 3 people that came wearing those and broke into somebody's house? That was crazy. I don't know if they did break in, but that was crazy. This is a pretty good Bone Skull mask. Oh, I see a Whack-A-Mole. We'll get to him. This looks like a Fun World mask, but I know it's not, and it's actually really thick. This is a foam skull, and it's foam, which is cool. And then there's this Whack-A-Mole mask. That one's been out for years. I think it might be on clearance, too. Yeah, it's $15. It's just very deformed. They also got Nozzles, the Toxic Clown, same price. All these stores have the speaker in their mask section, which is too bad. Some Leatherface, the Goofy Michael Myers, Tinsley Transfers, Frankenstein. There's some Hitchhiking Ghost Ezra, Barbara, and Adam mask. And then some of this stuff over here. But I think I saw some animatronics on here, and we got some hangers here. Let's look at these costumes real quick. I don't got the sizing in my body for these, but oh, there's a Wanda Webworth and the laser gun. Howling Spirit, wait, he's on sale? $130 clearance for the Howling Spirit. I gotta admit, he is a little tempting right now. And there's the Mutant Sewer Rat. And then we make our way to the socks. I would say the Sandworms are my favorite. Maybe Jaws. There's some socks, skeleton feet. These are cool. These are little, like, ghost face figures. The Crouchy statue is still here. There's that. Here's the Spirit Monopoly. They got it. Oh, these are weird. Mermaids. $5. I can't tell if that's because they wanted it to be on sale or they made the price higher because of, obviously, what happened this year. There's some tumblers. And then there's some mugs. I would say Art the Clown's my favorite, but he looks a little weird. And then there's some spider webbing. On Party City 1 on clearance, I bought probably 80 of those bags. I don't know why. They were like, in this bin, it's 100 for $1 or something. But, there you go. Oh, and then there's this Beetlejuice tombstone I didn't show. Alright guys, happy Halloween. This store's probably going to be closed by the time you see it, but there you go. I'll see you guys later. Bye.